There are different growth limits for each organism. Some types of microbes like molds and yeast have adapted to withstand very low water activity levels. For example, Monascus bisporus is a mold that has a water activity of 0.61.
Oxygen is a key factor for life. However, there are anaerobic microbes which don't require oxygen to survive. On Earth today, there are microorganisms known as aerobic microbes which need oxygen for survival, and facultative anaerobes which can survive both with or without oxygen. According to French biologist Louis Pasteur, anaerobes such as Clostridium actually thrive in conditions that have a low oxidation reduction potential, which induces fermentation rather than respiration. Some of these microbes can survive with a low amount of oxygen, although high doses can be lethal. Aerobes need oxygen to survive, as oxygen allows the microbes to create the energy it needs to live. This is also similar to facultative anaerobes, as they are able to sustain life with oxygen, however they are also able to go through fermentation when oxygen is limited. All microbes thrive and grow in different pH levels. Bacteria and other microorganisms can be categorized based on their pH level as neutrophilic, acidophilic, or alkalophilic. Neutrophilic bacteria will usually have an optimum pH of around 6 to 8. In the pH index, these are very neutral numbers which reflect most microbes, which thrive in these levels. Habitats for microbes with this pH level are very common. For instance, Streptomyces, which can be found in places like the backyard, and Lactobacillus in products we eat such as dairy, and also inside our bodies, for example our intestines. Acidophiles are microorganisms that survive and multiply in pH levels of 5 and below. They can survive in the harshest areas with the most corrosive chemicals. This can include living in hydrochloric acid, which has a pH of between 1.5 to 3.5, which is actually in our stomachs. Alkalophilic microbes, however, grow and thrive in much more basic levels of pH, with a pH of 8 or higher. This can include environments such as soda lakes, which can have multiple microbes such as halobacteria in an environment of a pH of up to 11.
As we have previously said, microbial life has certain conditions that necessitate to allow for microorganisms to grow, both chemical and physical factors that are crucial towards progressive growth of the microbe. Microorganisms can live in a range of extreme conditions, from thermal springs to severe cold environments, with the help of their adaptations. In the case of another planetary system, the possibility of life on those new exoplanets may be a real thing, however only if these certain requirements are fulfilled.